Hello. Today I teach you the first lesson of English of class 10. The first lesson of this book is poem. It is the voice of God. The poet of the poem is Louis Newman. Louis Israel Newman. If we go through the life history of the poet, we will find that the poet has worked more on religion than on any other subject. So, the poet seems to be a religious minded. His writings are also based on religion. This poem, that is the voice of God, is also a religious poem because in this poem the poet tries to communicate with God. Through this lesson, he gives us a moral lesson. So, I want to teach you three things in this poem. The first one will be central idea of the poem, and then the summary of the poem, and then the explanation of the stanza. As the poem is, I sought to hear the voice of God and climbed the topmost steeple, but God declared, "Go down again, I dwell among the people." The central idea of this poem is that God is omnipotent, omnipresent, looking and hearing. His grace is upon those who are good to others. This is the central idea of this poem. Now, summary. The poet says that he went up the highest church tower in search of the voice of God. As he reached there, God ordered him to go down again and to find him, means God, among the people. When the poet reached the highest part of the religious building, he found a voice which ordered him that he should get down. That he should get down means he was ordered to go among the people and serve there who are needy people and those the suffering humanity. Through this lesson, God wanted the poet to serve his fellow men. In this way, the poet has also advised us that if you want to please God, you should serve your fellow men. You should be good to others. You should help the needy. You should serve the suffering humanity. This is the best way to find the will of the God. Let's see summary. In this poem, the poet expresses his idea about God. He says that once he tried to communicate with God, so he went up the highest church tower, but God ordered him to go down again and find him, means God, among the people. This is the same thing which I explained before this. Now, the stanza of the poem. which I have already read. I sought to hear the voice of God and climbed the topmost steeple. But God declared, go down again, I dwell among the people. Now, explanation of this stanza. This is a very simple poem. There is only one stanza in this poem. First, reference to the context. In a reference, we have to tell who is the writer of the poet and where are these lines taken from which poem the stanza has been taken. Reference, these lines have been taken from the poem The Voice of God, composed by Louisa Newman. Means in a reference, we have to tell two things. The poem and the poet of the poem. And now context. In this poem, the poet tries to teach us a moral lesson that love of man is love of God. In context, we have to give in general whatever has been said in the poem. This is the context. And now explanation. In explanation, we have to explain the stanza only. What is said in the stanza? In other poems, there can be more than one stanza, there can be two stanzas, there can be three stanzas, four stanzas, or more stanzas. So, in explanation, we have to explain only the stanza. As there is only one stanza, so we have to explain it here. In these lines, the poet says that, or we can say that, in this stanza, the poet says that he climbed up the highest tower of the church in search of the voice of God, but God ordered him to go down again because God lives among the people. The moral of this poem is that we should be good to our fellow men. That's all. Thank you.